So you've gotten the dreaded probing failed error on your new Mingda printer. Well, today we're going to talk to you about some reasons why you may have gotten that error message and how to get a good first layer. There may be some mechanical reasons why you're getting this probing failure. One is that for some reason the flex bed isn't on their level or even. The machine may not be able to detect it for some reason. I simulated the error here that you saw at the beginning of the video by just putting one of the Allen wrenches under it, and then it obviously detected a huge swing in the bed level and gave me the probing error. And so you want to make sure this bed is on there and that there's nothing underneath it, that any kind of packing paper or anything like that, because this nozzle is very sensitive and it'll detect wild variance in the level of the bed. You're going to get some variance, but not a great amount, not more than 1 millimeter variance there. If it sees that, then it's going to give you a probing failure because it notices something's wrong. Some other ways you could get the probing error is if this is loose and you can move it back and forth, then as it probes, it needs a sound foundation to probe each of the areas. And if it's not getting that, if this is moving a lot, then you will get that error. So you want to make sure this is tight and this is tight. You also want to make sure your belts are tight, and this one's a little bit loose. I'm going to just turn it a little bit. You just want it to be guitar string tight like that. The same with this one. You want to make sure the bed is nice and firm like this. You want to make sure that your bed is not off. This is an extreme example, but if you're off a little bit, then these auto leveling sensors aren't able to go down and the limit switches aren't activated, and you'll get all kinds of other errors with that too. And so you want to make sure this bed is nice and square on the flex bed, is nice and square on the heat bed. And then you want to make sure that this X-axis gantry is nice and firm. There's 2 set screws on each side that you can tighten to make sure they're firm, and obviously you want to make sure the upright gantry is firm. And so once you know all of that is where you like it, and then we can go on to some of the other steps to make sure you have a great first print. So the important thing to getting a good print is getting a good first layer. It's like the foundation on a house. If you don't get a good first layer, then the rest of your print could have problems. And so we're just going to look at a few things that will help you get a great print. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the bed. Now this bed is shipped, and sometimes it has a thin layer of oil on it during the shipping process, just to keep it clean and nice. And you may need to take that off. But even without that, over time, your fingerprints, and you can see it on the back side here, will get on the bed as you remove parts, and you'll need to get that oil from your fingers off of there. And so I recommend periodically, even to start with, just taking it and getting some soapy water and cleaning it off, rinsing it really well, and getting it nice and clean. And then that'll assure that that's not one of the obstacles for you getting a good first layer. And then after you do that, I also recommend taking a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and a towel and putting it on there, and then just wiping it down. And then that'll help remove any grease that may have missed from the soap. And then if you're continuing to have bed adhesion, and sometimes that can be a function of the type of print you have and the environment. If you got a lot of drafts or cool air or something like that, you may have some warping. And so to help with that, we do 2 different things here. One, we'll use the glue stick like you used to use in kindergarten, and we'll just take that and we'll just apply it liberally across the bed wherever we know the print's going to be, or if we also can use some hairspray, and sometimes we'll use this because we're getting too much bed adhesion, like with TPU, sometimes PETG, and we'll spray this, that way we can break it loose, and so that will help us. And then the next thing that you're going to want to focus on is your first layer and the filament bead height. I guess the best way to explain this is you want the layer height to be sort of football shaped when you're laying it down. And this is where experience is going to come into play, and you'll get better and better at it as you continue to print. You'll know that you're getting a pretty good print because each layer will touch the next one, each bead of filament will touch the next bead of filament, and you won't see any gaps in between them. Now, the exception to that would be any kind of supports or infill. Those will not obviously touch, and so you can't look for it in that case. To give you an idea of what a good layer height would look like, if the nozzle is too low to the bed, then it'll actually dig into the print and you'll get some grooves or valley, and it'll look like this. If the print is too high, then you'll be able to see the bed through the filament, through the print, and there'll be gaps in between the filament, as well as it'll look like a piece of thread that you would sew with laying on there. And also you can take the back of your hand and run across it like that lightly, and if it comes loose, that means it's too high and you need to lower it. And so ideally you would like to get a print that looks like this, where it's nice and smooth, there's no gaps in between your different rows, and then you get nice, great first layer adhesion also. So if you continue to print with it too close to the bed, with the nozzle too close to the bed, and you walk away from it, you may come back and you will get something that looks like this, and then this is a disaster that can't be fixed and you have to buy a new one. And so we want to avoid that. So happy printing from GL Robotics. If you have any questions, just give us a call.